It helps if I hit record. That was a photo, not a video. Dumb dumb. Either way, out the box time. More Last Ronin figures once again. I just had them piled up here. Still need to find the other two turtles. Don't know where they're at. I'll figure it out. Either way, Last Ronin. This time we're doing Leonardo, as it says there. The funny thing is, like, they all kind of have a similar armor set, but Leo has like a very different outfit. Something that's a little bit different going on. Got like a cloak going on, stuff like that. So first time actually even opening this. It's one thing I like to do. I haven't even seen what the figure looks like. So like his armor is like super bulky and his head shape is funny. Like looks more like some of the original like concept turtles of like the young turtles. Ooh, he's got like little tiny kunai. Do I have to put every one of those like in a pouch or something? Because I see them on the cover, but I don't see them on the figure. So that's one thing that annoys me sometimes, especially when you get figures like this. So they're ninja, so they have lots of ninja weapons or tools, and you have nowhere to put them. Like, what's the point? All right, so I can't recall in the comics how Leo died. I will have to consult my big book of Last Ronin-ness. Actually, ta-da! The book. Okay, and lo! Okay, so there's Raph dying, which is really bloody. So, for anybody who wanted to know, that's how Raph and Kurai died. So, that's him full of arrows, obviously. I wonder if the arrows are accurate. Alright, so let me see. Because I remember he goes over how the different turtles died individually, and he also goes a little over his history. Okay. Oh, I did see they have a few. Okay, so there's a accessories kit coming out that has like a broke down Fugitoid figure. I might get that. That's set. We shall see. Okay, so there's Leo. I feel like Leo died in the explosion. Yeah, he's definitely. I think when Fugitoid exploded. Could be wrong. And I think Casey died with him. So I think Casey and Leo died together. I haven't got Casey yet. So yeah, there's Casey beating the crap out of some footbots. Yeah, it was a... Yeah, so Baxter Stockman was coming for Fugitoid, and he self-destructed to beat himself and that. So the... and that was at April's apartment, if I recall correctly. Yeah, so Leo and Casey stayed behind to fight the Mouser drones and the footbots. Yeah, that accessory set might be necessary at this point, so cool. There. Whenever we do further analyses of the characters, I have the book on hand. Also, we do have a new set of turtles in the Lost Years comic, and then also the new Last Ronin 2 Revolutions, which is following the new set of Ninja Turtles that Casey Jr., little, not so little Casey, also female. It's hell having to start a new thing. Either way, let's check out this Last Ronin Leo. Okay, did I cut it open? I don't think so. All right, so here you go. So you can see here in the packaging, Leo looking pretty cool there. Very stoic face and then a very angry face. I kind of like the angry face a little bit more. Probably what I'm going to go with. I do like that while probably a lot of the inner workings are the same, the actual turtles themselves are very individual in their outfits and everything else like that. And that is almost like a deliberate term, outfit. Like they're outfitted a certain way, not just their clothing. Also, for the most part, most of their lives, I guess the turtles didn't bother with armor, but because the war with the Foot Clan has reached such a level by this point, they all have to be armored to go into battle. So I have Porcupine Raph here falling over again. Which, by the way, I did manage to put that spare arrow in. I just cut a hole with a knife and stuck it in there. It's actually in a slightly thicker part of the shell, so I just gotta be careful. I want to keep knocking that over. I'll knock over that fireball instead. All right. So let's get all the accessories out. All his hands for holding things. I will say the wraps on him look funny because they're molded, but also like the actual artwork, like to make it comic look, is a little strange. Okay, so all of the hands. Oh shit, I forgot about all the tiny kunai, and they're now all falling out. Okay, so I got a buttload of kunai, got tiny little katanas here. Or ninjatos, either way. I forgot which one they are. Those, yeah, they're not curved, and they're slightly shorter, so they might not be katanas. Alright, get his head. Get the spare head out of here. See, I almost wish that they just came with a purposeful head. You know, like, this is the head for this version, and then we're going to have the, well, about to be blown up version. Which I guess is technically this one. Is, yeah, what does it matter? Okay. And you know what? I don't. These are the only comic turtles I have. I don't have any of the other ones, with the exception of that Mirage Comics one with Splinter and the baby turtles. And last Ronin is IDW, for anybody who cares about the difference between comic book companies. Or studios, how we're going to call it. Man, some of these are just absurd. Like, these aren't the sharpest nippers in the world. In fact, I should probably just order myself a new pair of nippers. Because I destroyed my other ones cutting a spring. I have my old original ones, which are on their last nipping. And then there's these, which are slightly damaged from dropping them once. I guess they're good for this, sort of. I mean, they're good for it in the sake that, well, they might open up occasionally. Okay, so let's get him out of here. I am concerned that his elbow has a little bit of stress on it from the packaging. Because of the way they put him in the package. He might actually have some stress on that elbow joint. Which is a problem. Once again, all my favorite plastic strappies all over the damn place. Alright, so let's look at this Leo here. Yeah, like I said, I think the weirdest part is the wraps look so strange. But, like, overall, he still looks cool, but, like, he loses a lot of his turtleification because he's wearing so much really thick armor. He's got a single strap going across here. He's got all of the pouches. I got a single little holster there. Little spots for kunai to go. Oh, look at this. He does have spots in the back for these swords to go through his cloak. That's pretty tight, if I'm honest. Got his hands on backwards here. Some nice forearm bracers there. Almost like knuckle dusters going on. Got all the leather straps going around both sides, so they, you know, even though they are covered in shells, they have that. Okay, so he does have little spots for all the little kunai, so that's good. Same kind of stuff, except he's wearing pants, which I find that kind of funny. You know, gray sweatpants sort of situation here. So thigh rotation up here, which is a little bit weird with this big old like umpire armor going on. I guess tuck that up under there. Thigh rotation there, below the knee rotation going on here. We got a double jointed knee there. We do have our post in the bottom of the foot for all the good that does, because they fall over even with stands. Finding that more and more often now, especially with some of the smaller figures, they just fall over no matter what. Okay, so we got limited articulation here on the shoulder. Bicep is fine. This is the elbow I was concerned about because it was tweaked in package, but I guess it works still. That paint will definitely come off though in the elbow, but it looks pretty cool. I do like the wraps that just look goofy. Okay, let's see here. He is a little cattywampus, or his armor is, because he does have. So this is plugged in up front. And then, does he technically have a neck joint? No, the head just stuck on there. So we do have a very straightforward face. I want to go for the slightly angry face. Hold on. Yeah, so no lower neck joint, just at the top of the head there, double ball joint, standard situation. I think, there we go. I guess you could leave it up a little higher so he's not covered up, but I think that face definitely looks a little bit nicer. Okay, so let's go ahead and arm him up, shall we? Now that we've looked at articulation and whatnot. Let's look at his swords. Pretty straightforward. By the way, NECA actually did a re-release of the individual comic book or cartoon turtles. I almost bought them, but I didn't have money at the time, and then they were gone after the fact. So hopefully I don't encounter that again. And that's a lot of temptation. These look okay, but because a lot of times they do silver, doing non-silver on the blades here does look very strange. Because even the kunai are painted silver. So why did they not go with silver blades here? Why are they gray? That's really strange in my opinion. Okay, so these are going to go here. And they're not going to cross like the good old days. They're going to go straight up and down, I assume. Like this. And no sheaths, which is also interesting. So there's that situation right there. That will 100% bend those blades, but he does look cool. I like the nice. I don't know if that's the clan, the Yoshi clan or Hamato clan. Okay, so tiny itty beanie kunai, which I believe we all want to just boop into the straps right here. Yep. Because I don't think the handle's going to stick out. I think we want to... Because none of the images, other than the actual drawn image, were very specific. Although, it'll stay. So I guess that's fine. Do it this way. Although, seems a little dangerous to be rolling around with just some little knives dangling at your waist. You know, that'll poke you. I will likely have him holding his swords. Because a Leo without his swords drawn is almost pointless, in my opinion. Ah, pointy. Pointy. Come on, get in there. Wow, that one is just not going to go right, is it? So we'll just go down and through. Perfect. Just do that. Okay. So let's just... Let's pull that one back out. Do it the right way. Or at least the way that appears to be correct. Okay, so up and through. I think this one is kind of okay. Does hinder some articulation though, if we're honest with ourselves. Okay, so let's grab his sword holding hands. That's an action hand. That's a sword hand. That's a sword hand. Okay, so shoop, shoop as we go. Okay. Hand in. Are these molded separate? Glued on? Yeah. Okay. What did I do with the other one? Oh. Hard to tell it from the fist, actually. That was crazy. Okay, so now we just do the thing where we try not to scrape off all that yellow paint, because yellow paint is a pain in every aspect. And he doesn't hold the sword worth a damn. Of course not. A little too small. Alright. So now we have our Leo doing the thing. Nice, angry. Get a little knee bend out of him. Yep, that's what I thought would happen. Just flop over backwards like they always do. There we go. Get a little forward bend. Get to utilize some of that waist articulation that is sort of hidden. Once again, there's his doopy, angry face. Oh, by the way, I'm just sitting here with this light not facing anywhere useful. Good job, me. And because we do have him available, here's our very angry Raph. I do also think that this head here, like the shredded head for the Robo Foot, would probably work on Leo's thing. Or even probably Casey's bat, if I had to guess, which is why it has like a perfect slot through there. Probably work just as well there as it is on Raph. Because obviously during that version, he's just slaughtering. He and Casey are just slaughtering tons of foot. Alright, I do like this Leo. He does look cool. A little bit wonky with the animated version of the wraps, or the cartoonish version of the wraps, but I guess it doesn't look bad. It just looks odd for what it is. Now, hopefully his balance stays good. I assume they won't have a death version of him as he dies in an explosion. I do need to get the Casey Jones that goes with him. Obviously, kind of forgot about that figure. Put it off to the side figure. I'll be able to get it whenever I get it. So I have one more figure in this line at the moment, and that will be done here. In the next one, it'll be Master Splinter. But as it goes, guys, let me know what you think down below. So far, out of these two, which is your favorite? I kind of lean towards Raph, because I think he just captures a little bit more of the turtleness. Something about Leo and pants. I don't know. Doesn't hit just quite right. All right. See you guys later.